Alright, so I noticed that the brake light is on in the dash, like I explained, and looking through here, notice that this just wiggles right off, and that is pretty dirty in my opinion. So I'm wondering if that is causing the issue. And this here is pretty dirty too. I can't tell if something broke or is missing though. So I'm gonna clean it, check the light again, maybe do the other side, and make sure everything is good. But this could be the issue. All right, so as you can see here, here's the original sensor that's broken. It goes in like this. Yeah, it was broken. So I'm trying to get the new one in, right there. But I'm not entirely sure about the spacing. Doesn't seem to, I guess that's the max supposed to go in. It looks like too much space between the hub and the sensor. So what I'm gonna do is take off the other one, passenger side, and compare the gaps between that sensor and the new one, and see if I have to either force this in or I'm in, because I mean, yeah, it doesn't go further in, but I just want to be sure. So I'm gonna take off that other tire and see how it goes. All right, here on the passenger side, and as we can see, yeah, the gap is very close. So I either got the wrong part or it has to go in more. See, that's like almost touching. Yeah, it's almost touching. So I don't know. And this is the one that I was originally going to replace. As you can see, this was broken. Just came off easily. So I think all that grime is causing issues. And well, the other sensor was the main sensor part was missing, so that's probably why I was getting the code. And I thought originally was this, but when I took that tire out, yeah, that's a big mess. And this is a greasy mess because the boot is ripped, so I'm gonna replace the boot. Hopefully that goes well. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll take this off and compare the parts, and then we'll see how that go from there. Hopefully I can use the new parts. All right, so let me take this off and then so that goes. So to take it off, I saw a video because I had some hard time. It's very tight in there, so I'm gonna put some lubricant in here first, let it soak in for a while, and then try to pry it out. It's really tight, and this video that I saw, I may or may not link it, I'm not entirely sure yet, but when you're trying to break it out, because it's really tight, if the sensor breaks itself, the other option is to remove the rotor and the hub, and then somehow you align this, and with a chisel you just hammer it out. And you don't have to worry about anything because you're gonna replace the sensor, so don't worry about mangling the tip if you're gonna replace it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's plan B. Hopefully I can get it out. So yeah, so I'll take it out, then I'll compare the two, and we'll see how things look from there. Okay, got the light on. So here is the sensor. There is the screw that holds it in. There's all the plastic material and the line. And like in most cases, these things are like really pressed in there, so they tend to break. I've seen some other videos and it seems to be one way to get it out. I do not want to do that because if I break it, that means I have to chisel it out like I did the front one, which means I have to take this out, and I do not want to do that. So I already put some lubricant, and just gonna try to slowly somehow go at it. Yeah, I really don't want to break it. But it looks like it's gonna be hard to pry out. I don't know. Maybe get some grips back here and pull it, twist and pull gently. There's even space to stick something in to pry it out. I don't know. If you think of something, I'll let you guys know how I do it. Okay, quick detail while removing the sensor. There is this screw back here that holds the sensor in place. Well, it's really just to tighten it because I think the sensor is pressed in pretty much. So this is a CR-VH5 Allen. I'm using this. I don't have my Allen set here, so I'm using one of these. It's from this set. But it's very tight back here, so trying to use something like that's not going to work. Originally wanted to use my ratchet in here just without the extension, but I don't have any any cups that are for this size, so I lost my adapter. So I do have my little wrench here. This is a 1/4 inch. It doesn't really matter what size. The most important thing is, because it doesn't miss on here, is what I'm doing is just turning it this way. Now it's really tight, so do it carefully. What I did was I held it in here. I used my hammer, just, you know, hitting it here, tapping it, put plenty of lubricant as best possible inside there, and just tap it away, just hammer it away until finally it started turning. Last thing you want to do is strip that, because that is super tight and I don't know any other way to take that out without stripping it. It's very tight, it's very difficult. It's like it's been there for such a long time. It's a 2002. But this worked for me, so I just wanted to give this tip. The most important thing is make sure that this is securely tight in there, and you slowly just, you know, give it, you know, torque it until, I mean, torque is just, you know, don't just full force turn it, you might strip it. Just slowly, you know, give it pressure until it starts to break and loosen, and just keep at it. So just a little tip there. All right, so upon further trial and error, I ended up breaking it. Like I said, this thing is very hard. I tried to pry it out, try to chisel it out. This part just snapped. Then I tried hammering through there. First few hits cracked it wide open, so that didn't work. So then I tried something with a squared tip. Tried something like this, and didn't do much. Just kept breaking it more. So I decided to, well, it's already broken, gonna replace it. So I just started chiseling it away. Chisel some of the material off top, off here. Kept trying, nothing. Broke through, nothing. I tried maybe chiseling in and then try to pry it. That ended up just breaking it more. So now we can see what they look like from the inside. It's just a bunch of wire material. Looks pretty cool. So that's what it looks like. How does an ABS sensor look like from the inside? There we go. So I'm just gonna chisel away and then check the fitment, because I don't think this is gonna work. I tried on the other side, it wasn't fitting. I mean, it goes in but doesn't go all the way in. So I don't know if maybe you have to push it all the way into there, to that tab. I don't know, but so I'm just gonna remove that off and try to fit it again. Sorry, technical issues. You gotta use one of these. Now this one did not fit 100%, so it was a little bit loose. I didn't like it, so I just secured it. I did not overtime because the last thing I want is to strip it and then I can't get it off. So anyways, so I got it on. Hopefully it works. Worst case scenario, pull it out, replace it with another one, better size. Like I said, my plan is to do some research, take this off, replace the boot, and then hopefully that goes work. So now I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna put this in the other side. It's the same procedure. Once I'm done, put the brake back on, and then hopefully it all works out. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna just go ahead and do the rear sensors. Maybe that's why the light's going on too. But so far the light was on. I'm assuming because driver's side it was broken like that, and on this side, you know, this was broken. Oh, there's a rabbit over there. Random moment of the video. All right guys, so I'm done, and then we'll see how it goes from there. See you next one. God bless.